Yo, what's going on? And welcome to some Warframe. And recently I have actually gotten into Warframe quite a bit. My friends have played it in the past, so they were able to help me get through a lot of the early game stuff. And so I thought I'd make a video on it because I've kind of just been playing this game for fun as I had a lot of stuff going on in my life. Couldn't really get time to make videos. I had to move, get all of my stuff set up in multiple places. I actually moved twice, but that's not the point. Here is one of the characters it's called a Warframe. If you don't play Warframe, all of the different classes are called Warframes. Here you have a whole bunch of different classes and they level up. So this one's leveled up fully. And I have my favorite weapon here, which is a sniper rifle, also leveled up fully. And we're gonna be taking that out with us for now. My other weapons are kind of just here to level up with me because there's Ordis. He's like Ghost from Destiny. But your level up here, I'm level 12. And your level goes up as you level more things, which is why you wanna like level up new weapons and stuff all the time. But I saw that there is currently a mission for this stuff called Nitane Extract, and I very much need some of that. The only way, I think maybe there's a few other ways, but the only way that I know of to get Nitane Extract is through these alert missions, and so about 4 of these alerts with Nitane Extract come up every day, or every 24 hours. And so I've been trying to do a few because I need it. I currently have 0 because I just spent the rest of what I had. But here we're playing a public game, so it shows everyone in it because this mission seems like it'll be a little bit difficult. So I decided to set it to public so I could have some friends that would help me do it, as currently none of my friends that play this game are around. But if you haven't played Warframe before, I would recommend trying it. It is completely free, although you can put money into it. And a lot of people do just because they like the game and they want to support the developers. Because it's a really good game for being completely free. I didn't mean to use that actually. That's a mistake. I meant to press this. So, kind of like a lot of games, you have 4 different abilities. You can see them there in the bottom right. And you kind of just have to know what your abilities do. Apparently, my random teammates have already finished the objective. I was not even doing anything. I am completely useless. Also, I think they just killed a Juggernaut as well. Or maybe they just summoned the Juggernaut. I can't tell, but we might have to fight that. Because there was a Juggernaut running around, but whether or not they killed it or they simply summoned it is yet to be determined. Maybe we'll figure out in a minute here. I don't see any Juggernauts anywhere, so maybe it's dead. Where is it? Or did we avoid the Juggernaut summon? I actually honestly have no clue. So maybe this wasn't the best example of a mission, since I didn't even do the objective, because my teammates just ran through it incredibly fast. But as you can tell, these people all wanted Nitane Extract as well. So I just hopped on. There's definitely like a community in this game. I hopped on, was like, I want to get this. This mission's kind of high level. So I set it to public, and all these people wanted to do the exact same thing at the same time as me. So it's actually not that hard to find people for missions such as this a lot of the time. So I think that's good, and if more people start playing the game, that will get even better, just the public aspect. There's some missions where you might not want to do public, but a lot of the time I just like to leave it open because either they can help carry me, they'll just make the missions go faster. There's almost no there's almost no time where they'll make the mission go slower, unless there's like an objective that you can fail by being bad. A lot of those missions, they're called spy missions, where if you aren't good at being stealthy, then you can definitely mess it up for the rest of your team by failing to get what's called caches in the spy mission without getting spotted. But there's Nitane Extract. We can actually do some other missions since that didn't take long at all. And I believe I saw some higher level stuff over here. And I think I wanted to get one of these items because I have another piece of the thing. So here we have another mission which I'll also leave open to public. So we'll have some friends probably that join us. And these are called invasions. Sometimes you'll only be able to support one side. In this case, we can support either side and it gives us different rewards depending on who we support. So this side we can get a Karak Wraith Barrel. If that doesn't mean anything to you, it doesn't mean a whole lot to me. Like there's a weapon called a Karak and this is like the Wraith version, which is an upgraded version. I want this piece right here, the Dare Vandal Receiver, because I already have one part of that. So I'm gonna support these guys. And pretty much all we have to do is do 3 missions while supporting them. And then afterwards, they will give you the reward. And so here, like I said, we hit public, selected a side or a mission that we wanted to do, and immediately we have 3 other teammates. The maximum number of teammates you can have is 4. So it's a full squad immediately. Why is there a console here? So the mission that we're currently doing is called an Exterminate, and up in the top left near the map you can see that it says eliminate all targets. We just have to kill 169 enemies. And this person found an item. So we'll pick that up real quick. And we can try and kill some enemies. So I haven't actually gotten to really show off this Warframe at all. But this Warframe is called Mesa, and her abilities, essentially the ability I use the most is my 3 down there at the bottom right. You can see it's currently in use because I turned it on, and it makes me take a whole bunch of reduced damage to bullets while I have it on. That's a friendly camera. Fair. I guess we are supporting one side. I'm not really too good at knowing what side we're supporting. I just kind of shoot the people that it lets me shoot and hope for the best. But yeah, you have other abilities down there. So my 1 is going to charge up as I take more damage. And then I can release it all in 1 bullet. That will do a whole bunch of damage in that 1 bullet. And then my 2 is essentially just disarms everybody around me, and disarm like jams their guns and stuff, so they'll just fiddle with their guns for a while. I cannot hit these people. But yeah, they'll just fiddle with their guns for a while, essentially making them not shoot so your team doesn't take damage. So that's a fairly strong ability. My 3, I believe, is my favorite ability because it just reduces the damage to myself greatly. So unlike my 2, which has a max range, and you can increase your max range and stuff, but my 2 has a max range, but my 3 is a self buff, so I just take less damage. So in a way it's better because it essentially has infinite range, because it doesn't matter how far the bullet comes from, I'll just take less damage either way. And then my 4 we can actually use right here. No, never mind. We can't use it right here because there's no enemies. Well, my 4 is going to take out 2 pistols that this character has, and she's just going to rapidly fire them as long as I'm aimed at targets. And these little blue orbs here are energy orbs, which allow you to use your abilities. And let's see if we can use that. So here we got a few kills with it, and that one just takes energy as we use it for a longer duration. It also takes some energy initially. And yeah, this game is pretty interesting, pretty good for a free game. There's a lot of grinding. I do like grindy games a lot of the time. So if you haven't tried Warframe and you're into just like grinding a lot, this game definitely has that. I wasn't really interested in the story for a very long time until I got to a pretty far story quest, and then I became interested because I started to actually like care what was going on. The beginning is very confusing and you don't really understand what is going on and who any of the characters are, but they try and explain that along the way, and a lot of it still hasn't even been revealed. Like, the story's not complete or anything, so even my friends who are completely done with the story that's currently out don't know everything. They know more than me because they're slightly further than me, but they don't know everything. So it's still pretty cool. It's still developing in that way. What else is there? Yeah, it's a decent story game, lots of grinding. There's lots of different Warframes. I actually don't know how many, maybe like in the 40s or something, maybe more than that. So there's plenty of different classes, and getting each class is essentially like you just grind to get the pieces to make the Warframe, and then you build it, and that will allow you to then use it, and you can level the Warframe up, which will make its ability stronger once I can hit that guy. And once you have a Warframe maxed out, then you can take it to the hardest content that you want, or you can move on to a different Warframe, just depending on how much you like the one you're currently using and if you want to keep using it. But there's definitely, like, with that, with your level up here, this guy's level 24 and this guy's level 15. But with your level up there, you want to level up a whole bunch of different stuff. You want to level up all the Warframes because they'll give credit towards your max level. And your max level will allow you to use new weapons and stuff, as well as some Warframes are locked behind max level. And just stuff like that. It also, Warframes, you can make them stronger. Here you can see in the middle we got mod rewards. So mods are actually going to make your Warframe stronger, and we can take a look at that real quick. We haven't been going too long, so we'll probably finish up this entire invasion, but first let's take a look at mods. So you can actually go in here, and I have a bunch of mods equipped. Here is an aura mod up at the top, which increases sniper rifle damage, and since it's an aura, it's going to apply to everyone in my squad. So everyone in my squad, if they're using a sniper rifle, they get 52.5% extra damage on their sniper rifle, which can be really good because these also are allowed to stack. So say you're running 4 of them, all of a sudden you have 210% extra sniper damage, which is a little bit insane. So mods are a lot more important than I originally gave them credit for, and my friends tried to emphasize it a little bit, but I didn't really understand. You can see here, where's it, how can I? So right here under this mod, it's got little lights lit up, and that's how many times I've upgraded it. So I've upgraded it 5 times. Is that 5? Yeah, that's 5. But like this one over here, I've only upgraded 4 times, and it has a possible 5 upgrades. So I could still put in another upgrade on that one. As well as this one over here, you can see it has 10 possible upgrades. So that one could keep going and going. And the mods have different rarity. So this one is copper, there is silver, and there is gold, which is the rarest. And then there's also, do I have one here? I don't think I have one under this, but there's also even rarer than that. There are primed mods, which I have 2 of currently. They're pretty rare to get. You can only get a few a week, and it takes quite a few resources to actually get. as well as there are then Riven mods, which are purple, and they have like a super cool effect, but they're for specific weapons instead. And I don't have the weapon that goes with my Riven mod that I just happened to get, because the game gives you one automatically. They're like, here, have one, but it's random. And then up here, you can see mod capacity. I have 11 left, so I could go to upgrade these mods, although it's quite expensive to do upgrades. Granted, these ones that only have 5 upgrades aren't that expensive, but once you get like a rare mod, do we have one here that maybe has a lot more upgrade slots? Like this one, Ice Spring right here. It's a rare golden mod that has 10 possible upgrades. So by the time I get to 10, it's gonna cost me a lot to upgrade it. And I don't even think I have the resources right now to upgrade that thing fully. So I'd have to grind up a little bit, get the materials required to do that, and then I could upgrade it. And then so mod capacity here, it can't be increased, but you can see like this mod right here, it has a green number in the top right, unlike the other ones. And that's actually because if we take it off and it puts it over here, this slot has this little bar thing, and this mod has the little bar thing. And so we can take this one off. That does not have it. So we put that one there, it costs us 9, and this one would cost 13, but we put it there and it cuts it in half. So it always rounds up, so half of 13 is 7 in this case. So you can actually, it's called polarizing, and you can polarize, see it even says sort by polarity here, but you can polarize these slots on your Warframes, so you can fit stronger mods and the specific mods that you want by your capacity. But yeah, let's get back to the mission. We can, maybe the missions sometimes change if you wait long enough. Was another reason I was kind of waiting, but it looks like it's still an exterminate. And I think, yeah, we found another 3 people again. So like I said, a lot of these missions, like this is a mission that's only going to be around for, I actually don't know how long invasions are around. They're around until they're complete, and you get like, each side gets progress as you support them and stuff like that, until eventually one side wins. And so I guess that can last like a day, it can last more than a day, a little bit less than a day. Kind of just depends on who's supporting what. Again, we can't kill the cameras because they're on our side. But yeah, it's just an exterminate mission, so all we gotta do is kill people. And my sniper rifle is very strong, so it kills people in one shot. Someone's making explosions. That was a friendly guy. Good thing I can't shoot teammates. Oh no! Someone broke the window. Someone broke this window here, so now this entire area is locked down while they try and fix it. You can see outside these little like reinforced walls closed over the windows to block off that the leak created by someone breaking the window. I don't know how. I assume this guy with the giant explosive gun is the one who broke the window. Oh no! That time I broke the window. That is my bad, team. I did not mean to break that window. So one of the reasons I really like this sniper rifle is it has a stat in this game called punch through. And punch through is essentially just the distance that your bullet will travel through something and then keep going afterwards. So in that case, I had enough punch through to shoot through that enemy, and then it went past him and broke the window that was behind him, creating that air leak, which is my bad, team. I've also never seen this area before. So like some things you'll see, oh, this is bad. I am going to die. Alright. So we'll just revive real quick. Apparently we were supposed to go right here, but I was trying to revive our teammate, and that got me killed. But I've never seen that before. A lot of times you'll have seen an area before. Just like the basic idea of an area, because you tend to travel through very similar looking things depending on what planet you're on and stuff like that. And there's a whole lot of planets. Maybe I should show the map and stuff. But this is something I've never seen before. Like, this entire map just looks really weird. What is even going on? I just went through that? That was cool. I guess that was a portal. There is a lot of stuff that I am unaware of currently going on. And then like in this room, like this is a little side room, you can open these lockers and they'll have something in them, like resources and stuff. So that's where the game can be really grindy if you try and just look for resources. Then you won't end up just killing enemies the entire time. And here's other places that have resources. You just melee or shoot those. It'll let out whatever's in there. I've never been in this area before, so I'm kind of going slowly through it. But my teammates don't seem to want to go slowly. Where are we trying to go? It's a good thing that marker on our screen often tells us where to go if we start going the wrong way. And green stuff is usually the rarest resources. And if you fall off a cliff, you just kind of respawn at the top like that, so that's convenient. But yeah, this will have a green thing in it as well. You can see it at the bottom there. It tells me what I got and how many of them. It's kind of a lot to explain about this game, but I assume most people that are watching this video have played it before, but maybe not. And then the movement in this game, you've probably seen me doing this. All you do is crouch while you're walking, it makes you slide, and then if you jump while crouching, you do what's called a bullet jump, which is that spinny thing, and then you can double jump while you're in the air. And that is, I think, the fastest way to move around. So, and it's pretty fun. It's pretty good at avoiding enemies as well. Here's another one of these weird star things. Granted, I can't seem to pick this one up. We'll leave it there. Unimportant. I have plenty of star things. Normally I would pick up the star things just because I can't not pick up loot. But in this case, we let it go. And then here we can scroll through, see all of our rewards. Here's stats. Obviously this guy was doing all of our damage. He's got 58% of our damage, stuff like that. And I'm not really doing a whole lot of work because I'm kind of explaining stuff. Is this the same mission? I believe it's the same mission. So every other time I've just been leaving squad and finding a new squad because I wanted to do stuff in between. But this time I figure we can just go with the same squad. So someone suggested that we do the map again, so everyone can vote if they want to do it again, or you can just leave the squad if you don't want to do it again. Or he could have suggested something else. Hopefully he suggested the same mission. To me, it looked like he suggested the same mission. And it looks like we're just doing another exterminate mission. We gotta kill 149 enemies like you see up there in the left. And at the bottom you can see maybe we'll actually complete a challenge for once. Although it seems unlikely with this guy with the explosion gun, because he does a lot of damage very quickly. But I'm supposed to get 30 kills. And if I get 30 kills, then I'll just get extra XP. So it's nice, but it's not very important. At the beginning of the game, I thought it was very important, and I was always trying to make sure I did the challenges. And it's not bad to do your challenge, but if you're going out of your way and wasting a whole bunch of time to do the challenge, it might not be worth it. Because the XP that it gives you is not very much. Like say, this challenge in particular gives about 5,000 XP. And it'll give it to everything, so it'll give it to my Warframe and all my guns and melee weapons and stuff that I have equipped. But from this mission, we'll probably get like 40,000 XP just for doing the mission. And it takes not very long to do the mission. So if it takes me a whole bunch of extra time to... Oh, here's a good time for this. Just go crazy with our pistol. And we finished our challenge right there. We actually killed like 15 people just right there. So you can see like your 4 ability is kind of like your ultimate or your super or something from Destiny is very strong. This game actually has quite a bit of reusability with your super. Like, that guy just killed me in like 1 hit. He's a god. So you can revive your teammates. I don't know what just killed me, but it killed me very fast. And it was very scary. But yeah, as long as you have stuff to regenerate your energy, so there's like an aura mod, like I'm using the sniper aura mod I pointed out earlier. But there's one that regenerates your energy a little bit at like 0.6 a second. Which isn't a whole lot of energy, but it's something. Because the only other way to regenerate energy is through abilities that say they regenerate energy. And those little energy orbs. What is going on here? It's like a party in here. Let's just go crazy. Oh, gotta reload, hold on. And I'm dead. So you can see this is actually quite high level. Like these enemies you can see are level 40. And the max level is 30 for like my stuff. So my stuff can only go up to level 30. But then I can put mods on it to make it stronger. So assuming I had no mods or anything, my character would be around level 30. And these guys are level 40, so they're slightly stronger than that. Shoot that guy in the crotch real quick. Oh, that's another cool thing to point out. If you jump in the air and then you zoom in, you fall really slowly. It's called aim gliding. So you can actually use that to hit some cool shots. Assuming you can find someone before you hit the ground. But in this case, that wasn't really happening for me. And then some enemies have special abilities as well. Like that enemy right there had a little bubble around him. And so he's what's called an Arctic Eximus, which is an upgrade. Like, I think any enemy, that's an Arson Eximus right there. I don't know what he does actually. I don't know what they all do, but I think any enemy can be that specific kind of Eximus. Maybe not, maybe only specific ones in each race can be it. I don't know a whole lot. This game has a lot of stuff. But yeah, like that one, the Arctic one at least, has the little snow globe bubble around him, as well as he slows everyone that gets close to him. You want to be aware of enemies like that, because the most annoying enemies tend to be the enemies that drain your energy. So if you're too close to them, they'll just start draining your energy, and that means you can't use abilities. So you want to prioritize those a lot faster. And then here at this screen, we see all the XP we got. We got a whole lot of XP for our secondary, which is a Bronco. I think it's like a hand shotgun. Just kind of a random weapon I'm leveling up at the moment. And if you press escape, you can go to last mission results and look at them again. We got this thing that I also leveled up. You got a little buddy, a little sentinel buddy. We can actually look at the little sentinel buddies. I like the one that I have at the moment because he was kind of difficult to get. Where are they at? They're down here. So you also can level up your sentinel buddies. As you can see, I have this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy all maxed. And I just got this guy, and he's level 0. So I'll probably level him up next. And then there's 3 more, at least that I know about, that I don't have yet. And I could build. Here at this screen, I could buy them for platinum. This currency up in the top right. But that's the real money currency, so I'm not going to buy them for that. Instead, I'm just going to make them. And they're not too awfully difficult to make. It just takes some time because the place where you make stuff tends to take like 12 to 24 hours depending on what you're making. Making a full Warframe takes 72 hours. So there's a lot of just like you put it in the microwave and let it cook type of thing. We can kind of look at the foundry here. I got this Warframe. This Warframe here is already done, so I can claim it whenever I want. And this Warframe is still working. It's got 19 hours left. You can see it's about 2/3 of the way because it took 72 hours total. So tomorrow I'll get to play this new cool Warframe that I'm actually looking forward to quite a bit. And you can see a whole bunch of other stuff in here. We got like melee weapons that you can craft. These are all parts of Warframes that tend to take about 12 hours. So to make a Warframe, maybe we can look at it real quick. Can look, just find a Warframe that I have all the parts for. And the perfect one would be, where is Oberon? Oberon, right here. So Oberon Prime, I farmed out all the parts. So I have the main blueprint right here, and you can see it requires a neuroptics, a chassis, and systems, and then some Orokin cells. And I have the chassis right here, I have the neuroptics right here, and I have the systems right here, and you get blueprints for them. So like, I could make 2 chassis, I can make 2 neuroptics, but I could only make 1 systems, because I've only found 1 Oberon Prime systems. And so this shows all the stuff that's required to make it, and then it costs 15,000 credits as well as 12 hours, and then it'll be done. Each of these have about that same requirement, so 15,000 credits, 12 hours, and then other items that I may or may not have. You can see that Nitane extract we got at the beginning, used for making these, and then the Oberon Prime full piece. So after I've built all those other pieces, and I can build these all at the same time, so it's not like 36 hours. If I'm building them all at the same time, then it only takes me 12 hours. And then after that, I can use every piece to build the full Warframe for 25,000 credits in 72 hours. And then I'll have Oberon Prime. I haven't played that Warframe, so I'll probably get on it. But like I said, I need this Nitane extract stuff, and I need these Argon Crystal things. All resources that are slightly more rare, so I'm working towards that. But yeah, I just thought I would do a Warframe video. Maybe I'll do a little bit more on Warframe since I've been playing it quite a bit recently. It's pretty much the only game I've played for like the past 2.5 weeks or so. With work and lots of other stuff. Haven't really played any other games, but it's a fun game. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you haven't seen Warframe before, maybe give it a try. Maybe I will do some more Warframe videos. We will see. Either way, hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.